And a good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to the campus of CVCC, where we have got a doubleheader for you today. It's Pirate Baseball, live from Howard Lake Field, where the visiting Gadsden State is going to be taking on the Pirates from Chattahoochee Valley. And on the mound for the Pirates is the former Smith Station Panther, Gavin Blair. As we ready to get going, he is going to be taking on Charlie Jones. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We are moments away from first pitch. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast, and Trip Behringer will be joining shortly. We are glad that you're able to join us on this fine Thursday afternoon, as we've got CVCC softball that will be happening in about an hour, and that will be a doubleheader as well. Well, here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cardinals. Leading things off and playing right, Jaden Roberts. Batting second, playing third base is Aaron Wallace. Batting third and playing second base is Cooper Jarvis, the cleanup hitter, and batting and playing first base is Daniel Munoz. Batting fifth in the DH, Eli Whitfield. Batting sixth and playing left field is Braden Cooper. Batting seventh and behind the plate is Andrew Hardy. And batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Hayden Strickland, and batting ninth and in center field is Chris McNeil. For CVCC, over at third base, Trey Fulmer, Jack Bryson, the shortstop, the second baseman, Noah Jones, and Josh McDonald over at first. All right, Jaden Roberts getting ready to lead things off for Gadsden State, led by their head coach, Blake Lewis. We're going to get ready to start this exciting baseball match for you here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Gavin Blair, the first pitch, and there's a ground ball. That is going to be a foul ball. That was pretty close on the line. Last time Gavin Blair was on the mound here, pitched a gym against Southern Union. And the 0-1 to Roberts. Ground ball. That is going to be foul. He's been pulling the ball right down that third base line. Just not quite getting it in foul territory. But good job by Trey Fulmer to protect that line. And you could tell that Fulmer has gotten his uniform dirty just a little bit, trying to dive for that ball twice. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. We have a first base umpire that just to double check to make sure he doesn't break the wrists. And it's 1-2. We are underway here on the campus of CVCC. What a beautiful day. Field looks great. Ready to play some baseball. The 1-2. Just missed, and it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's lined in a center, and that's going to be a base hit. That was a good try by the center fielder, Travis Salter. Luckily, it stayed in front of him, and it's only going to be a single for Jaden Roberts. So Aaron Wallace is going to come up to the plate with a runner on. Gavin Blair now working from the stretch. First pitch, high and away. Blair's 1-0, and that hit him. And quickly, Gadsden State's got 2 runners aboard here in the first. And so Cooper Jarvis, with none out and 2 runners on, will come up for the Cardinals. Jarvis batting .316 with a home run and 21 RBIs. First pitch to Jarvis, swing and a miss. 0-1 count to the number 3 hitter. Cleanup hitter Daniel Munoz on deck. And there's a ground ball. Right to Bryson, throws it to third, and that's going to be an overthrow. And a good job by Gavin Blair to back it up. And the bases will be loaded. They're going to rule that an error on Bryson. Still no outs. And the cleanup hitter, Daniel Munoz, coming up to the plate for Gadsden State. Munoz batting .329, 2 home runs and 23 RBIs. By the way, the leading home run leader is Jaden Roberts. He is at the top of the lineup. 10 home runs, 40 RBIs. So you have a power hitter like Jaden Roberts that's leading things off, kind of like what the Braves do with Ronald Acuna Jr. But Coach Lewis deciding to go with this contact hitter. And usually when you have a hitter that can hit for power and hit for contact, he puts him at the top of the lineup because of his base stealing. But it's a bonus when they can hit for power. There's Munoz, Gavin Blair from the stretch, and the first pitch to Munoz is low, ball 1. Part of a doubleheader between Gadsden State. We're underway here in the first. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Blair gets the sign. The stretch, the 1-1, ground ball right to Fulmer. Fulmer's got to hurry. Throw to first, not in time, and a run will score, and Gadsden State leads 1-0. They're going to rule that a hit for Munoz. So Eli Whitfield is going to come to the plate. Blair's first pitch to Whitfield, low, ball 1. CVCC 15-22 overall, 11-9 in conference play. Split the series with Southern Union up in Wadley on Saturday. Won the series 3-1. CVCC has won 4 out of the last 5. Taking on a dangerous Gadsden State team that they're going to have them on the schedule for the next 4 games. There's a changeup. Oh, and look out.
You know about Gadsden State, Rich.
Loud foul ball. Griff Behringer, everybody.
Hey, Rich, how's it going, man?
Yes.
How's everything been with you?
Doing pretty good. I just got back from a signing day where we had 2 baseball players for Glenwood signing at a JUCO here in Alabama.
At Britannia, yeah.
We gonna. And that's in there for a strike.
Did you shout out our favorite guy, man?
I'm sure I did.
Ryan McGorkle, for setting this up for you.
I do appreciate Ryan McGorkle. You know, it does a great job. Yes, by the way, we had Levi Pender sign with Central Alabama, which is in the Alabama Community College Conference. And when does CVCC play Central Alabama? Because that would be a nice homecoming if he ever comes back to. Here's Gavin Blair. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's going to be fouled away. Eli Whitfield, the number 5 hitter. Bases loaded, no outs. Gadsden stayed up 1-0. We'll try this again. Blair working from the stretch. And the payoff pitch fouled away into the woods. Good job by Eli Whitfield spoiling off pitches. Here comes Blair with the payoff pitch to Whitfield. Strike 3. Got him looking.
That's all day long, Rick.
So the first out of the inning. And Braden Cooper coming to the plate for the Cardinals. And the lefty steps in. Blair from the stretch in the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Ahead in the count. Gadsden State 24-11, 13-7 in the ACC. Winners of 7 straight.
Wow.
Here's the 0-1. Got him. Strike 2. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Not a cloud in the sky, but we are fighting wind. Little windy. Here's the 0-2. Got him. Swing in. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gavin Blair. And now Andrew Hardy coming up to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 away. Top of the first inning. Blair's first pitch to Hardy is a breaking ball that fouled away. And it is 0-1. Andrew Hardy, the sophomore, batting .319. He's got 2 doubles and 9 RBIs. Blair, the 0-1. There's a ground ball right to McDonald. Tags the bag, and CVCC only gives up the 1 run. Gadsden State strands 3 runners. We go to the bottom of the first. The Pirates coming up to bat here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Take your pick of a massive selection of brand new GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV featuring safety, technology, and performance, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back here to CVCC. Leading things off for the Pirates is Jacob Velos, the former Northside Patriot and Chattahoochee Monster, steps in, the leadoff hitter. And we had a game where he ended up hitting a grand slam. He's also the older brother of Justin Velos. Justin Velos is actually up at the plate. There's a high drive, and that's going to be foul, 0-1. So it's Jacob Velos. That is his younger brother who's playing up to Chelly, who is a sophomore there. The 0-1 to Velos. Low and in the dirt, it's 1-1. And the 1-1, and that's going to be roped on a dime into left field. Underneath it, making the catch is Cooper for the first out. So Velos flies out to left. And now Harrison Long, the batter. First pitch to Long, in there for a strike. Charlie Jones on the mound for Gadsden State. And that's going to be a ground ball to first, and he beats it out. Harrison Long's got himself a single on that play. And now here comes Zach John Pierre. Jones from the stretch. Pitch to John Pierre is low, ball 1. The 1-0, high towering drive in foul territory, and it's going to be out of play. It's 1-1. Jones, pitch is outside. It's 2-1. Gadsden State leads 1-0, bottom of the first. They stranded the bases loaded. Here's a 2-1. And that is fouled and back to the umpire's protective vest. And it's a 2-2 count.
If I just, and then I can pull it in so we don't see it, would that be a problem?
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Take your pick of a massive selection of brand new GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV featuring safety, technology, and performance, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back here at CVCC. It's the bottom of the first. Runners at the corners for the Pirates. And off the plate is Trey Fulmer, and hits a fly ball, shallow center. Underneath it and making the grab is McNeil to end the inning. CVCC strands 2 runners on base as we played one. It's 1-0 Gadsden State. Back after this on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia-Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the Ambassador Scholarship was interesting to me because you did events to earn your scholarship and you meet people. My favorite part about my job is meeting patients every day. They will crack me up every day. They make my day better. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university. They actually take the time out for each student.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without business like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games, and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia-Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing Sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Get ready to smile because it's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of over 40 brand new Chevrolet Silverados, discounted up to $14,000 off while they last. New Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV featuring high-tech options, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, Energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Hey, grab me one too.
We're back here, top of the second. We got a throw out there by Ty Metters, throwing out the runner. There's quickly 2 away here in the second. And then the leadoff hitter, Jaden Roberts, lead things off. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Blair's first pitch to Roberts. There's a ground ball right to Bryson. Throw to first. In time for the out. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Pirates. As we go to the bottom of the second, it's 1-0. Gadsden stayed on top. Back after this, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the 2 here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care, Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Bottom of the second inning, Noah Jones leading off for CVCC. Gadsden State 1 run off 2 hits, no errors. That's fouled away. It's a 2-1 count. And there's a little chopper foul. It's 2-2. Jones batting .308 with 7 RBIs. Correction, 4 RBIs. Ty Matters on deck. There's a high drive. That's deep. And the left fielder at the warning track makes the catch. I don't know. It sounded like on the crack of the bat that was out of here. But Braden Cooper makes the catch. And Ty Matters coming up. The wind just starting to pick up here as well. That circling wind just. There's the 1-0. There's a ground ball up the middle. A base hit for Ty Matters. Just took the 1-0 pitch and sailed it into center field. So Matters is aboard. It's only the second hit for CVCC. And now here comes Travis Sauter. Jones, first pitch to Sauter. And that's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Jones the 0-1. Strike two. And Sauter is behind in the count, 0-2. Jack Bryson on deck. Runner at first. Here with one away here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Jones. That's high for a ball. There's a throw down. And close play on that throw down. It's 1-2. CVCC will play Gadsden State 2 more times this Saturday on the road, and that's a changeup that hits Sauter. And now here comes Jack Bryson. Last time that he played in a game, we had that game for you. He hit a grand slam. It actually broke a 4-4 tie against Southern Union. They would go on to win that game and sweep the series with their rival. And now he's got an opportunity here with 2 runners aboard. Try to get something going. That's outside. 1-0. Jones from the stretch and the pitch. Outside ball 2. Coach Lewis just having a talk with his pitcher. Jack Bryson on the year, batting .272. He's got the 1 home run with 18 RBIs. Two and 0 count, 1 away. Runner at first and second. Justin Velos on deck for CVCC. Jones checks the runner. 2-0, that's lined into left center. It's going to fall for a base hit. Go. 1 run scores.
What a hit there, Rich.
There's the throw to second.
Oh, he got him. He got him. Yeah, that was a great throw, Rich.
That does tie the game.
What a hit, though, Rich.
Yes. 1-1 is your score. As Jack Attack strikes back with the RBI. Just got thrown out on just getting a little aggressive, trying to stretch out a double, but still ties the game. What a hit, though, by Jack Bryson. So we got a runner at third, and now the leadoff hitter, Justin Velos, up to the plate. And he takes the ball. Velos, 0 for 1, flied out to left. 1-1 is your score here in the second. And there's a ground ball up the middle, but the shortstop played it nicely. Throws to first in time for the out. And CVCC ties it up. We played 2 here at Howard Lake Field. We go to the top of the third. 1-1 is your score. Back after this, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Get ready to smile because it's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of over 40 brand new Chevrolet Silverados, discounted up to $14,000 off while they last. New Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV featuring high-tech options, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Top of the third inning, Aaron Wallace come up to plate for Gadsden State. He was hit by a pitch his last time up, and it's fouled 0-2. And that's fouled back again. The 0-2 to Wallace. Got him, strike 3. And the strikeout by Gavin Blair. That's his third. And now Cooper Jarvis reached on an error in the first. First pitch to Jarvis is low, ball 1. Blair from the stretch, the 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Blair's 2-0 pitch to Jarvis is in there, strike 1. Here in the top of the third inning, it's a 1-1 score. There's a foul ball. It's going to be a 2-2 count. Blair from the stretch. The 2-2 to Jarvis, and he took something off of it, and Jarvis fouls that one back. As we're live here at Howard Lake Field on the campus of CVCC. It's a fantastic day for baseball. Good crowd here. Here's the 2-2. That's lined to the left. That's going to fall for a base hit. And so that's going to be a one-out single for Jarvis. He's aboard twice so far today. And Daniel Munoz coming up to the plate, who's 1 for 1 with a single. Throw back over to first to McDonald. Trying to keep that runner honest. Blair's first pitch to Munoz is high, but it's fouled away. Looks like Munoz trying to swing at that first pitch, but he swung at the ball. It's 0-1. Blair's 0-1. Outside, it's 1-1.
Rich, what do you know about the CVCC team, man? You be a resident CVCC analyst.
I am.
You've watched them. They're 11-9. They're top 4 seed. What do you know about them? And what do you want them to do here to try to finish out strong? And
pop up foul territory. Metters.
He's got to make a play, Rich. And he dropped
he missed it.
What do you know about this team, Rich?
Well, they've won 4 out of their last 5. They were able to take the series against Southern Union 3-1. They split the series up in Wadley on Saturday. They've
been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, and they've been winning at the right time. It's a 1-2 count to Munoz, who's 1 for 1 in the game. Blair's 1-2. Check swing. Did not go around. That will be a stolen base for Jarvis. And it's a 2-2 count. Blair working from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. And there's a ground ball right to Bryson. Scoops it up, throws for the out. And there's the throw back to third to get the runner, and he is safe. He caught Jarvis sleeping at third base. They do get the second out. They almost had a double play there. Munoz grounds out. That's 6-3 on the putout. And Eli Whitfield, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, will come up to the plate. Tied at 1 here in the top of the third. Blair, first pitch to Whitfield. High, ball 1. The 1-0, there's a ground ball. Right to the third baseman. Throw to first. It's low, but got the out. What a stretch there by McDonald to get it. And Gadsden State strands 2 runners. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-1. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Bottom of the third inning, Harrison Long steps up to the plate, takes ball one. He's 1 for 1 with a single. A run scored. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. That's low in the dirt, ball 2. Low, ball 3. Jones in the wind. That's in there for strike 2, and it runs the count full. Here's the payoff pitch to Long. That's low, ball 4. And a leadoff walk issued to Harrison Long. That's the second time he's on base today. And now Zach John Pierre, who is 0 for 1, the former Pacelli Viking, steps in with no outs and a runner at first. As CVCC trying to keep this momentum going. Winners of 4 out of the last 5. Taking on one of the hottest teams in the ACCC, Gadsden State. Winners of 7 straight. That's in there for a strike. Jones. And that is caught, or is that dropped? Nope, that is caught. The umpire says he caught it. That's a loud screaming line drive and caught by the second baseman, Jarvis. There's Josh McDonald, who walked his last time up. First pitch to McDonald. He was outside. And pitch to McDonald. Low and in the dirt. 2-0. Jones, a 2-0 pitch to McDonald, fouled away. The 2-1. Lined into left field, going back, and that's going to be off the wall. And here comes Harrison Long to the plate, and he slides, and he's safe. And CVCC's got a 2-1 lead. An RBI double for Josh McDonald. And so Trey Fulmer coming up to the plate. Fulmer flied out to center his last time up. Jones checks McDonald at second. First pitch to Fulmer is high and outside, 1-0. 1-0, fouled away. Here's the 1-1. Just missed. It's 2-1 now. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. CVCC leads Gadsden State by a score of 2-1. And Trey Fulmer ends up taking a ball. It's 3-1. Noah Jones on deck. Jones, the pitch, 3-1. That's grounded foul, and it runs the count full. Jones checks the runner at second. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So good patience by Trey Fulmer to issue a 1-out walk, and Noah Jones coming up with 2 runners aboard. First pitch to Noah Jones is fouled away. It's like a circulating wind that's blowing out from the outfield. That one is fouled away. It's 0-2. Going to be a ball, 1-2. There's the 1-2 to Jones. High and away. 2-2. The 2-2 to Jones. Line right to the second baseman. Tags the bag and a double play. 4-6 on the putout. But CVCC, they put up a run here in the third. We go to the fourth. Pirates leading the Cardinal. 2-1. Back after this. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the 2 here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
Welcome back here to CVCC, top of the 4th inning. Braden Cooper leading things off for the Cardinal. Pitch is low for a ball. Blair the 0-1-0, low ball 2. Here's the 2-0, fouled away. CVCC 15-22 overall, 11-9 in the conference. 2-1, that's line to left, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And rounding first, and Cooper takes the wide turn and goes back safely. He thought about stretching it out to a double, and he decided elsewise. He's aboard with a leadoff single. And now Andrew Hardy coming up to the plate. Hardy's 0 for 1. He grounded out to third base. And the runner goes. There's the throw. And a very close play, but that's going to be a stolen base for Cooper. It's an 0-1 count to the catcher, Andrew Hardy. Blair from the stretch. Checks the runner. The 0-1. Changeup that's outside for a ball. The 1-1. Check swing. Did not go around. It's 2-1. Gavin Blair from the stretch. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. No outs here in the 4th. Runner at second base. Represents the tying run for Gadsden State. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be low, running the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes, and that's the 4th strikeout for Gavin Blair. And now here comes Hayden Strickland. Strickland 0 for 1, grounded out. This is game 1 of a doubleheader here at Howard Lake Field. Blair's first pitch to Strickland is in there for strike 1. Just a gorgeous day for some baseball. And if you like seeing multiple sporting events, we got the softball team over just across the breezeway. It's high for a ball. The runner goes. There's the throw. And that's going to be another stolen base for Braden Cooper. It's 1-1. So a deep fly ball would score that run. So Gadsden State's in pretty good shape to try to tie it here. Blair, the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. High pop-up. It's shallow center. Will this be enough to tag the runner? He makes the catch. There's a long throw, and it's not going to be in time, and we are tied at 2. Souter trying to gun him down, and I think that fly ball might have been a little deep. I thought it was a shallow fly ball, but the bases are empty. That will be a sacrifice RBI for Hayden Strickland. And now Chris McNeil, the number 9 hitter, with 2 away and no runners on. And Strickland lays down a bunt right to Blair. Blair underhands it to McDonald for the out. As Gadsden State does tie it, we go to the bottom of the 4th. We're all knotted up at 2. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Bottom of the 4th inning, CVCC coming up to bat, Ty Metters. Leading things off as he was 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in the 2nd inning. Jones' first pitch to Metters starts him off with a strike. Jones fires away the 0-1. That will be low. 1-1 count to Ty Metters. Jones, the pitch. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Throws over to first in time for the out. So with 1 away, they'll bring up Travis Souter, who was hit by a pitch. Gadsden State riding a 7-game win streak. CVCC has won 4 out of their last 5. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Right in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1. Souter rips this one foul, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes counts. Jones, the pitch, and there's a ground ball that is scooped up by the second baseman. Throw to first in time for the out, and quickly 2 away here in the 4th. And now Jack Bryson, 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI. Trying to keep this inning alive for the top of the order for CVCC, and that's high for a ball. Jones, the 1-0, that is lined into center for a base hit. Bryson keeps the 2-out rally alive, and he's 2 for 2 in the game. Now bringing up Jacob Velos. Jones from the stretch. First pitch to Velos. It's in the dirt. The 1-0. Lined into center, a base hit, and back-to-back hits for CVCC. And they are in business here in the 4th. Trying to get a 2-out rally going. Harrison Long, who's reached base twice, 1 for 1. He also has a walk. Trying to get the heart of the order for the Pirates up in this inning. Charlie Jones on the mound. First pitch to Long, in there for a strike. Trying to get some Masters updates while we're on the broadcast. I know that they just got underway early this morning. That is low for a ball. Right now, Terrell Hatton's got the lead at -4, followed by one of my picks to win the Masters, Colin Morikawa, with -3. I might have called that. Russell Henley is a +2 after 4. Phil Mickelson +2 after 14. Jones, pitch. Little bunt right to Jones. Throw to first in time. And we have played 4. It's all knotted up at 2 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Back after this.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
Here we go to the top of the 5th inning. We are all tied at 2. In the top of the order, Jaden Roberts leading things off. He is the leading home run leader for Gadsden State with 10. First pitch of Roberts is a ground ball. Right to Bryson. Long throw to first, a swipe tag, and it's not going to matter because Roberts is aboard with a single. He would have beat it out anyway. That was a tough play by Jack Bryson, but he kind of threw off his back foot. Will be a leadoff single for Roberts. But now here comes Aaron Wallace. Hit by a pitch and struck out. Gadsden State looked like they were about to have a big inning in the first. Only got 1 run, stranded the bases loaded. Runner goes. Their little hit and run play right to Bryson. Throw to first on the run, and they get the out. Good scoop in the dirt by Josh McDonald. The runner does advance. That's going to go 4-3 on the put out if you're like me and have one of those baseball score sheets purchased from like Dick's Sporting Goods or Academy Sporting Goods. I'm not trying to promote either one of them. They're both great. Cooper Jarvis, who's reached base twice. Reached on an error and single. Blair's first pitch to Jarvis is low. Blair's 1-0. Outside, it's 2-0. Later today, we got Northside and Harris County on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Up in Hamilton. Here's the 2-0. Little chopper. That is going to be a fair ball. Fulmer over to first. It's not going to be in time. And that's going to be a base hit. Like a bunt single for Cooper Jarvis. And he has reached base all 3 times. So with runners at the corners, Daniel Munoz, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out, trying to do some damage for the Cardinal. Cardinal, their navy blue lettering with the gray jerseys. The runner goes. And that's going to be a stolen base for Jarvis. Their gray roads kind of reminds me of the New York Yankees road uniforms. Although they got red on the helmet. There's the 1-0. And that's lined to the center, a base hit. 1 run scores. Rounding first is Jarvis, and he will score. And Gadsden State now leads 4-2. 2 RBI single for Daniel Munoz. Breaks the 2-2 tie. And now here comes Eli Whitfield. Blair's first pitch to Whitfield is fouled away. Carried over into the woods. Got activity over in the bullpen for Gadsden State. Not sure if there's any activity over in the CVCC bullpen. As that swung on a miss, it's 0-2. Blair from the stretch, the 0-2. Little bouncing chopper over to Bryson. Bryson throwing to first. Gets the, actually, that's a double play. Jack Bryson did tag the bag. That's going to be 6-3 on the putout, and it's going to be a double play. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Gadsden State puts up 2 runs on the board and now lead 4-2. We're back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the Ambassador Scholarship was interesting to me because you did events to earn your scholarship and you meet people. My favorite part about my job is meeting patients every day. They will crack me up every day. They make my day better. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university. They actually take the time out for each student.
And welcome back here to CVCC. Bottom of the 5th inning. And Zach Jean-Pierre leading things off for the Pirates. Love his walk-up music. In too deep, back to the hotel. Yes, I used to be a DJ in college. No, all the genre and all the hits. Play good music between innings too. That is low and in there for a strike. 0-1. Jones, the 0-1, and that's fouled away. 0-2. And CVCC trying to get those runs back, giving up those 2 in the 5th. Jean-Pierre is 0 for 2 in the game. The 0-2 pitch. And he's just battling up there. Jones took something off of it. And Jean-Pierre is just trying to protect. They got 2 arms in the Cardinal bullpen. How long is Jones going to last here with the 0-2 outside? It's 1-2. Charlie Jones, the pitcher for Gadsden State. Oh, 1-2, low in the dirt. And Jean-Pierre is battling back, being patient. We would love to try to get aboard for the heart of the order coming up for CVCC. The 2-2. Took something off it and broke in the dirt, and it runs the count full. So Jean-Pierre had an 0-2 count. He's battled back, and now he's got a 3-2 count. Charlie Jones is going to have to throw something close. He's missed the last 3 times. Here's the payoff pitch, and that is roped down the line. That cleared the bullpen. So Jean-Pierre just got on top of that one, and Jones had to throw a strike. He's been pounding the zone, but he's found himself with a full count. The 3-2 pitch. High, towering fly ball, deep, going back, way back. That is out of here. A solo shot by Zach Jean-Pierre. I wasn't 100% sure if that was going to clear. It just, sometimes it just takes an angle, but that was definitely out of here. Cleared the 330 mark. It's now 4-3. And the former Troup County Tiger, Josh McDonald, going to come up to the plate. Jones. First pitch to McDonald. Swing and a miss on a changeup. It's 0-1. There's a pitch, and that is hit on a dime. Way back. At the wall, and what a catch by the center fielder, McNeil, for the out. Couple more inches, and that might have been out of here. That was part of the deepest part of this field. So Trey Fulmer, who's flied out to center and walked. Charlie Jones, first pitch to Fulmer, and that is a high fly drive going way back. And that's a foul ball. Well, the CVCC hitters have been teeing off of Jones here, and they got to capitalize here. There is activity over in the Gadsden State bullpen. But they've been timing the pitches here in the 5th inning. Trailing 4-3. Here's the 0-1. And that is a high, deep drive going back, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. And Fulmer has got himself a double. So the tying run in scoring position. And Noah Jones, the batter, 0 for 2 in the game. Still only one out. As CVCC trying to respond after giving up the 2 runs in the 5th. And we got the coach coming out. I don't think he's going to waste any more time. He's going to go to the bullpen, and that's exactly what's going to happen. As we're going to have a new pitcher coming up for Gadsden State as the Cardinal lead the Pirates 4-3 here in the 5th inning. We'll be back after this. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. New pitcher on the mound is Baker Walker for Gadsden State, facing Noah Jones. Starts him off with a strike, 0-1. Jones is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Here's the 0-1. That's lined on a dime into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And here comes Fulmer as he is going to hold at third. So a big hit by Noah Jones. And the last 4 batters for CVCC really has been teeing off on Gadsden State pitchers. The only out was a deep fly ball by Josh McDonald. But here comes Ty Metters. He's 1 for 2. Runners at the corners. First pitch to Metters. There's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Checking the runner. Throwing to first. Throw to first and the double play. So the run will not score. That's a 5-6-3 double play for Gadsden State to end the inning. We played 5. Gadsden State leads CVCC 4-3. We're back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Take your pick of a massive selection of brand new GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV featuring safety, technology, and performance, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And welcome back here to CVCC, top of the 6th inning. Braden Cooper leading things off. Gavin Blair starts them off with a ball. The 1-0. That's a strike. Blair's 1-1. Ground ball right to Jones. Over to McDonald for the out. So Andrew Hardy will come up to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout. Blair's first pitch to Hardy is in there for a strike. Gadsden State leads 4-3. CVCC cut into the lead on a solo shot by Zach Jean-Pierre in the 5th. High and away, it's ball 1. We'll turn around and play game 2 approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Blair's 1-1. Fouled back into the woods. 1-2. You could just feel the wind is starting to circulate. Blair's 1-2 pitch, and that is popped up. Left field. And Bryson actually goes into shallow left field to make the catch for out number 2. Hayden Strickland now the batter. 0 for 1. Does have a sacrifice fly RBI. That first pitch is high for a ball. As we're here in the top of the 6th inning. It's a 1-run game. The 1-0, and there's a ground ball foul. Here's the 1-1. Fouled away. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 away. McNeil on deck for Gadsden State. And the pitch, high for a ball. Blair's 2-2, fouled away. Here's the 2-2 pitch, low and in the dirt, and it runs the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Here in the 6th. Blair from the stretch, the payoff pitch, and that's low, ball 4. So a 2-out walk issued by Hayden Strickland, and now Chris McNeil will come up to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He has a double. Blair's first pitch to McNeil is fouled away. Back behind the field of play. And that's in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Scotty Scheffler in 4th place, got a -3 after 14. So we got a 3-way tie, all with a -4. Oh, strike 3. Got him looking. And Gadsden State strands the runner on first. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 your score. Gadsden State on top. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia, Alabama
Truckloads of
Sports Live
fresh
is proud to
inventory are
partner
rolling
with
into
one of our
Glenn
presenting
Smith
sponsors,
GMC in
Buffalo Rock.
Opelika.
And without
Take your pick of a massive selection of brand new GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV featuring safety, technology, and performance, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Travis Sauter going to lead things off. Then it'll be Jack Bryson, then back to the top of the order for CVCC, trailing 4-3 in game 1 of eventually a 4-game series. They got 2 here, and then that's going to be roped in a left field for a leadoff single for Sauter. That is the 10th hit for the Pirates. And here comes Jack Bryson, 2 for 2. He's got an RBI. Walker from the stretch. Pitch to Bryson, lays down a bunt, but it's going to go foul. Walker, the 0-1. Low. It's a 1-1 count to Jack Bryson. Back to the top of the order. Gonna run it at first, no outs. Big Walker, 1-1 count. Throw back over to first, not in time. And it's now a 1-2 count. Tying run on base. Bryson trying to bunt him over. He's showing bunt. And he cannot lay down the bunt. That's going to be a strikeout for Jack Bryson. So with 1 out, Justin Velos. Who's 1 for 3 with a single. Walker's first pitch to Velos is high for a ball. And that's going to be outside, ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Right down the middle, strike 1. Walker's 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And it evens the count at 2-2. Outside, it's running the count full. 3-2 to Justin Velos. It's low, ball 4. And Harrison Long coming up to the plate with runners at first and second. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Walker from the stretch. The 0-1 to Long. Low for a ball. Harrison Long, who's reached base twice today. He's 1 for 2. Walker's pitch, swing and a miss. And it is now 1-2. John Pierre on deck for the Pirates. 1 away. Runner at first and second. Walker's 1-2 pitch is a changeup. He went around, and he did go around. That's going to be a strikeout. He took something off it, and Baker Walker with a big strikeout there. Now, Zach Jean-Pierre, who's 1 for 3 in the game. Last time he was up, he hit a solo shot. And the pitch to Jean-Pierre is low for a ball. In fact, Zach Jean-Pierre hit his 9th home run earlier. He's at his second on the team, 1 shy behind the team leader, Trey Fulmer. And he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Walker from the stretch, the 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. And they got Souter in a little pickle. And he tags him out, and that's the inning. That really fires up the Gadsden State team. Souter is thrown out on a pickoff. We played 6. Gadsden State leads CVCC 4-3. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Take your pick of a massive selection of brand new GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV featuring safety, technology, and performance, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Top of the 7th inning, leading things off for Gadsden State is the leadoff hitter, Jaden Roberts, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Gadsden State 4 runs off 6 hits. CVCC 3 runs off 10 hits and 1 error. That's popped up. Playable. Bryson camps underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. Well, here comes Aaron Wallace. 0 for 2 in the game. The number 2 hitter here in the 7th. And the pitch. And he did go around. That is strike 1. The 0-1 in there, strike 2. Blair's 0-2 pitch, and that's lined into right field, a base hit. So Wallace is aboard with a 1-out single, and now Cooper Jarvis coming up to the plate. Jarvis has reached base all 3 times. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and reached on an error. Blair from the stretch. First pitch to Jarvis is in there for a strike. And that's in there for strike 2, 0-2. And there's the 0-2, 1-2, that's foul. One ball and 2 strikes, 1 away. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Blair from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and it just missed. 2-2 count to Cooper Jarvis, the number 3 hitter. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, running the count full. Here's the payoff pitch, and that is inside, ball 4. Jarvis has been aboard all 4 times today, and Daniel Munoz, the last time he was up, he had a 2 RBI single that broke a 2-2 tie. And this might be all here for Gavin Blair. We might have a pitching change. And that definitely will be all for Gavin Blair, whose final line total, 6 innings and a third, giving up the 4 runs and a stellar pitching performance for Gavin Blair. But we'll have a relief pitcher as he will have his warm-up tosses. We'll step aside here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're here in the 7th. Gadsden State now leads 6-3 thanks to a 2 RBI single by Daniel Munoz. He does have a pinch runner, Peyton Isabel. But Daniel Munoz with 4 RBIs already, his 3rd single of the game. Ray, the 1-0. It's low, ball 2. Eli Whitfield, the batter. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Ray's 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. And the 3-0. Down the middle for a strike. Three balls and 1 strike. 1 away. Runner at first. And the pitch is low, ball 4. Whitfield aboard with a walk, and now Braden Cooper coming up to the plate. The lefty is 1 for 3 in the game. Ray from the stretch, checks the runner at second. First pitch, there's a ground ball. It's going to be in center field, a base hit, and another run scores. And it is now 7-3. Gadsden State, and look out. There's a wind gust just coming out of nowhere. Gadsden State has opened it up here in the 7th. They now lead by 4 runs. This is one of the hottest teams in the ACC. ACCC. 7-game win streak. Ray's first pitch to Hardy's in there for a strike. Hardy is 0 for 3 in the game. Swing and a miss. It's an 0-2 count to Hardy. Got CVCC Lady Pirates softball across the way. Drip Behringer on the call for that one. Ray, the 0-2. Low for a ball, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Ray, and that is line to center. Souter makes the grab, throws it back into the infield. The runners will stay, and that is the second out. And now Hayden Strickland, 0 for 1. He has a sac fly and a walk. Ray from the stretch. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Ray checking the runner. The 0-1. Just missed. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Live here at CVCC. Here's the 1-1, and that is fouled. It'll be a 1-2 count. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's lined in a right. That's going to be a base hit. Velos is going to throw it all the way to the plate. Here comes a play. And the runner is safe. It's 8-3. And that's the second RBI for Hayden Strickland. And that's the fourth run put up on the board here in the seventh by Gadsden State. Now bring up the number 9 hitter, Chris McNeil. McNeil fouls that one back. We'll play game 2 about 30 minutes after this one. And now we're getting a call that that was not a foul ball, that it actually hit the batter. So we got the bases loaded. We'll try to get confirmation on that one. Catcher's interference, thank you. Now the leadoff hitter, Jaden Roberts. First pitch to Roberts in there for a strike. Got activity over in the Gadsden State bullpen. Rays 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gadsden State 8 runs off 9 hits, no errors. CVCC 3 runs off 10 hits, 1 error. Ray the 0-2. Oh, just missed. Inches away. It was a very close pitch. It's a 1-2 count to Jaden Roberts. And the pitch. High drive, that is deep. Going back. And that's going to be off the wall. Run scores. 2-run scores. And 3-run scores. And Jaden Roberts clears the bases with a 3 RBI double. And Gadsden State now leads 11-3. 7 runs here in the 7th inning. And now coming to the plate is Aaron Wallace. Ray starts him out with a strike. And the pitch. Just missed for a ball. 1-1. Ray's 1-1 pitch to Wallace is low. And the count is 2-1. Got a big doubleheader across the way over in Smith Station. Central taking on Smith Station for games 2 and 3. 2-1. That's fouled back. Glenwood taking on Beulah tomorrow for a doubleheader in their finale in the regular season. Later on today, Harris County hosting Northside. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Deuce is wild. Ray's pitch to Wallace. Low ball 3, and it runs the count full. And here comes the payoff pitch. Low ball 4. So here comes Cooper Jarvis. He's reached base all 4 times today. He's 2 for 3, reached on an error, and has a walk with 2 singles. There's a little chopper. Down the line, foul. Ray checks the runner. The 0-1. In there for strike 2. Ray from the stretch. The 0-2. Fouled away. To count to Cooper Jarvis. Ray fires away, and Jarvis fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. Runners at first and second, top of the 7th inning. Gadsden State leads 11-3 over CVCC, putting up 7 runs in this inning. Ray's 0-2. And that is going to be lined into center, a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Jaden Roberts, and gives Gadsden State now a 12-3 lead. And that's the 3rd hit of the game for Cooper Jarvis. So Daniel Munoz, who's had a monster game today, well, he's got a pinch hitter for him. Daniel Munoz has been taken out of the game, and the pinch hitter is going to be Peyton Isbell. Remember, he pitched run for Munoz, and Munoz left. He was 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. And that's going to be low for a ball. It's 1-1 to Isbell. Rays 1-1. Not quite in the zone. It's 2-1. Ray from the stretch. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's strike 2. So deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 7th inning. 12-3 is your score. Gadsden State on top. Ray checking the runner. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, running the count full. Runners will probably take off on this pitch. Ray from the stretch. The payoff pitch. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Tag in the bag. Throw to first, and got the double play. What a play by Trey Fulmer to tag the bag, throw across his body, and get the out at first. But the damage has been done. CVCC giving up 8 runs in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. They now trail 12-3. We're back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Get ready to smile because it's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of over 40 brand new Chevrolet Silverados, discounted up to $14,000 off while they last. New Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV featuring high-tech options, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Jean-Pierre is going to lead things off. He was up to bat last inning, but one of the base runners got thrown out, so he's up once again. Last time he was up, he hit a solo shot, his 9th of the season, but that cut it to 1, and now he's here facing Baker Walker, who's come in relief for Jones. Starts him off with a ball. The 1-0 is fired in the zone for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Got Josh McDonald on deck. Then Trey Fulmer. Outside, ball 2. Here's the 2-1. That's drilled to left. But underneath it, making the grab, is Cooper for out number 1. So here comes Josh McDonald. 1 for 2 on the game. A double and an RBI, a walk, flied out to center. First pitch to McDonald, and that's a ground ball right to the first baseman. Tag in the bag, so it's unassisted by Cooper. And CVCC is down to their last out. Well, Trey Fulmer, who's 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. He's got the team lead with 10 home runs on the season. And he swings and misses at a high one that might have been out of the strike zone. It's 0-1. That one is inside. It's 1-1. Walker winds, delivers the 1-1, fouled away. And the Pirates down to their last strike. Walker, the pitch, high fly ball, right field, underneath it, and making the catch is Roberts to end the game. And CVCC drops game 1 to Gadsden State by a final score of 12-3. We'll turn around and play game 2 in approximately 30 minutes. Once again, Gadsden State wins game 1, 12-3. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right. Like the great Ernie Banks once said, let's play two. Welcome to game two between Gadsden State and Chattahoochee Valley Community College. And leading things off is going to be Jacory Roberts, or Jaden Roberts. Jaden Roberts, rather. Cummings, that curve is right in there for a strike. It's 0-2 to the leadoff hitter, Roberts, who in the first game went 3 for 5. It's low for a ball. 1-2. On the mound is Jake Cummings, starting this second game. The 1-2 just missed. It's 2-2 now. Cummings delivers the 2-2, fouled away. We'll start it again. It's in the bottom of the fifth inning over there at CVCC Pirates, Lady Pirates softball. And it's 10-2. Enterprise State on top. That has popped up, infield. McDonald calling everybody off and making the catch for out number one. And now Aaron Wallace is going to come up. Cummings, first pitch to Wallace. There's a ground ball foul. The 0-1. High for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to be line foul. So this game will be a 9-inning game. Game one was a 7-inning game as Gadsden State won the game 12-3. Put up 8 runs in the 7th. Here's the 1-2. Change up. Got him. Strike 3. Jake Cummings gets a strikeout. So quickly 2 away. And now Cooper Jarvis. Jarvis reached base all 5 times in game one. Pitch is low. Cummings, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Even count at 1-1. Delivers. Cummings, the 1-1. Fastball away and outside. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And a little chopper that goes down the third base line and foul. So deuces are wild. 2, 2, and 2. Utah, give me 2. Cummings, the 2-2 pitch. Got him, swinging on a curve. Strike 3, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Jake Cummings. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here at CVCC. Back after this. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Take your pick of a massive selection of brand new GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV featuring safety, technology, and performance, discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Bottom of the first inning, CVCC coming up to bat, and leading things off is going to be Harrison Long, followed by Justin Velos, Josh McDonald, Zach Jean-Pierre, Trey Fulmer, Davis Wells, Noah Jones, and the pitcher on the mound is Easton White for the Cardinals. White, first pitch to Long, and there's a ground ball up the middle, a base hit. And Harrison Long takes the first pitch and lines it into center for a leadoff single. And now here comes Justin Velos. And Coach Vic kind of rearranging the lineup. There's a Velos now goes into the 2-hole. That'll be low, ball 1. White, 1-0, ground ball, right to second. Throw to short for 1. Go to first. Double play, the tailor-made 4-6-3 double play, and quickly 2 outs. Well, the base is empty. Josh McDonald coming up to the plate. White's first pitch to McDonald in there for a strike. White, the 0-1. Low for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball right to White. Underhands it to first. And we've played 1 here at CVCC. Scoreless. We'll be back. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back here to CVCC, top of the second inning. Daniel Munoz going to lead things off for the Cardinal. And first pitch is low, ball one. Jay Cummings gets a sign. Delivers the 1-0. And it's going to be fouled. 1-1. Cummings, the 1-1. And just missed low. It's ball two. Cummings fires 2-1. There's a high grounder foul down the third base line. It's 2-2. Daniel Munoz in the first game, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs. It's a 2-2. Holds off of that one, and it runs the count full. Cummings, payoff pitch, high, ball 4. And a leadoff walk issue to Munoz. And now Braden Cooper. Cooper went 2 for 4 in game 1. Cummings now from the stretch. The first pitch to Cooper is right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And that's strike 2. Cummings with the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 outside corner. 3 straight pitches. Got him looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Jake Cummings. So with 1 down, now Jackson Jones is going to come up to the plate. He did not see action in game 1. First pitch to Jones. In there for a strike. 4 straight strikes that Jake Cummings has thrown so far. Cummings, the stretch, the 0-1. Change up that's in there, strike 2. Took something off of it. He's been pounding the zone these last couple of hitters. Cummings, the 0-2. Strike 3. Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts. And he has thrown 6 straight strikes. This is what Greg Maddux used to do for the Braves. He barely threw any balls. He had so much control. There's the pitch, and that's fouled away. It's 0-1. Sometimes as a pitcher, you just got to pound the zone. The 0-1. And that hits him. And that breaks up to 7 straight strikes. As McCade Watson is aboard after a hit by a pitch. And now, so with 2 runners aboard, Hayden Strickland going to come up to the plate. Yeah, it gets by the catcher. Both runners are going to advance. And that breaks up the force out. And now Enterprise, Gadsden State. Man, the Enterprise State is what the softball team was playing. Gadsden State has now got runners in scoring position. The 1-0 to Strickland. That's in there for a strike. Cummings, the 1-1. High ball 2. We're here in the top of the 2nd inning, scoreless in game 2. These 2 teams will travel up to Gadsden for a 2-game series this Saturday. Here's the 2-1. Popped up, infield, playable. McDonald, foul territory, makes the catch. No damage is done. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. We're still scoreless here. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC has got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
All right, welcome back here to CVCC Howard Lake Field. Scoreless here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Zach Jean-Pierre is going to lead things off. Last time he was up, he hit a solo. Well, last game, he hit a solo home run, his 9th of the season. Currently 2nd on the team lead, and first pitch is tipped into the catcher's mitt for a strike. It's 0-1. Easton White delivers the 0-1 outside, and it's 1-1. And then he pops it up, and it's going to be in foul territory. Does he have room to make the play? He does not. That's going to be out of play for strike 2. Sometimes there's a lot of room out there. These fielders just try to race to it, but that was already in the bullpen. White fires the 1-2 pitch, and that is popped up. Shallow left. That's going to be another foul ball. Can not tell the angle on that one. Plus the wind carried it. So 1-2 count to Zach Jean-Pierre. As he steps back into the batter's box. The 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. Bobbles it, stays with it, throws it to first for out number 1. So good job by Cooper, just staying with it. Gets the first out. And now here comes Trey Fulmer, who he's going to be batting ahead in the lineup as he's the team lead with 10 home runs. And the umpire is going to call time. Want to know count to Trey Fulmer. There's a little chopper right to Cooper. Throw to first for out number 2. So 4-3 on the put out. Quickly 2 outs, and Davis Wells making the first appearance of this doubleheader. He's not playing game 1, but he is the catcher for the pitcher Cummings. Sometimes it can be tough for a catcher to play in doubleheaders, so he's there right there. Cooper, ground ball, first base, 3 straight ground outs to end the inning. As we played 2 here at CVCC. Jake Cummings, 2 scoreless so far. Jake Cummings, 2 scoreless so far.
We get a good performance from her. And listen, I was watching that CV baseball game, was really impressed with them being in it the whole game. And it just seems like and we talked with Coach Vic during the coaches show, it's always one inning in a game that has cost them, several of them, that could, really determine them being right now in 5th place to maybe close to 1st.
Yeah, you look at like CVCC baseball, that they were going into this game, they were winning 4 of the last 5, but they were taking on a Gadsden State team that's won 7 in a row. Cummings, first pitch to McNeil, swung on a miss. It's McNeil, and back to the top of the order for Gadsden State. The pitch is inside, it's 1-1. Low and away for a ball, 2-1. Cummings from the stretch. First pitch to Roberts, and that is lined in a left base hit. And Gadsden State's got the first 2 base runners aboard here in the 3rd. Roberts continues his hot hitting. And now Aaron Wallace 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Cummings laying down a bunt is Wallace, and He fouls one away. It's 0-1. Just trying to move the runners over. Here's the 0-1. That's lined in a left field. That's going to be a base hit. There's a throw to the plate. And that's going to be a run scored for Gadsden State. And now here comes Cooper Jarvis. Low for a ball. Showing bunt. Jarvis lays it down. Trying to go to third and cannot make the play, and the bases are loaded. Still no outs. Pitch just missed. It's 1-1. It's 3-0. Gadsden State on top. The batter, Cooper Braden. That one's in the dirt. 2-1. Cummings. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. Another run scores, and it's now 4-0. So 4 straight singles for Gadsden State.